In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Firebase for the web. By the end, you'll have a web app connected to a Firebase project and know exactly where to grab the SDK and how to include it in your site using either NPM or a simple script tag. I'll explain what you're seeing at each step so you feel confident about what's happening behind the scenes. Start by opening the Firebase console in your browser and sign in with your Google account. From the project list, choose the Firebase project you want to use for your web app. If you already have a project set up, great. You'll land on the project overview. That's the home base where you can configure your app, access authentication, firestore, hosting, and more. The rest of this walkthrough assumes you're inside that project dashboard. On the project overview page, find the option to add a new app to your project. You'll see platform icons for iOS, Android, web, and sometimes other integrations. Click the Add App button or the prompt that shows those platform icons. This is how you tell Firebase that you're connecting a new client application to your existing backend services. Next, choose the web platform. This is represented by the web icon and is specifically designed for browser-based apps, single-page apps, and traditional websites. Selecting web ensures you get the correct configuration and SDK instructions tailored for front-end JavaScript running in the browser. You'll be asked to provide an app nickname. This is just a friendly label inside the Firebase console to help you recognize which web app is which, especially useful if a single project powers multiple sites or environments. It doesn't have to match your domain, and it won't be visible to your users. Pick something meaningful like marketing site or dashboard prod so you can tell them apart later. After entering the nickname, click Register App. Firebase will generate a configuration object for your web app and show you setup options. Think of this as a small set of identifiers that tie your website to your Firebase project. It includes things like your project ID and app ID. These values are not secrets, but you should still treat your configuration with care and avoid exposing anything sensitive elsewhere in your code base. Now it's time to add the Firebase SDK. The console will display instructions and your specific config snippet. This is what your website will use to initialize Firebase at runtime. In practical terms, this gives your app access to Firebase services like authentication, firestore, storage, analytics, and more, depending on what you enable later. You'll keep this snippet handy because you'll paste it into your code in just a moment. At this point, you can connect the SDK using one of two paths, NPM or a script tag. If you're using a modern build setup like Vite, Webpack, or a framework that supports modules, choose NPM. Install the Firebase package with your package manager, import only the modules you need, and initialize the app with the config provided by the console. This route is great for code splitting, tree shaking, and cleaner long-term maintenance. If you're working on a simpler site or a quick prototype, you can use the script tag option. The console will provide CDN script tags to include in your HTML, followed by a short initialize block that uses your config. This option is fast to set up and doesn't require a build step, making it ideal for testing or small projects. Regardless of the path you choose, place the initialization early in your app's startup code so other features like reading from Firestore or checking auth state can run right away. As a tip, avoid committing environment-specific values directly in shared repos if you're working across teams. While the Firebase config is generally safe to include client-side, you'll still want to keep any true secrets, such as private server keys, out of your front end entirely. When you're finished adding the SDK, click Continue to Console. This brings you back to the project overview, where your new web app will now appear under your project's registered apps. From here, you can enable products like authentication, firestore, or storage as needed, view usage analytics, and manage settings for your web client. That's it. You went to the Firebase console, added a web app, named it, registered it, grabbed the SDK, chose between NPM and script tags, and returned to the console. Follow these steps anytime you add another site or environment, and you'll keep your setup clean and consistent. Thanks for watching and happy building.